Hello you, it's ITSMYYARD here, and it's all about the streak. Yes, this defeat the streak, and from WWE2K14, one of the best game modes to have come out from a WWE game series in a very long time, and nothing since then has topped it in my honest opinion. And there's been a bit of resurgence when it comes to this game. Yes, a few months ago I was doing speedruns quite avidly, and Defeat the Streak was one of them, and I beat the time quite handsomely down to 3.5 minutes, which we thought, oh, that's great, we'll probably get it down to 2.5, finding some way around it, and that'd be it. Well, the power of humanity, folks, and the masses has meant we have been able to get this down a lot further. I don't remember all the details of which I will try and actually source previous videos, because we've had Macho T, we've had Pulse, Tony, Police Guy, gave Macho access to be able to play the modes because he didn't have access to certain guys, I think. New Legacy Inc., among Phoenix Nitro, among other content creators. And bear in mind, it's ITSMYYARD, just one point out, my gamertag, my username for 20 plus years now. Yes, it's that long ago. I was doing usernames before it was bloomin' cool. You know, this is my mode. This is my, for name's sake, it's the mode. I'm not going to let anyone just have it. So when Macho defeated my time, I thought, okay, yeah, okay, I can do this. We can knock time off the clock. Let's see how we did it, and let's go for a different strategy on it. So numerous characters have been used to try and defeat the times. We've gone and tried to use people like Dolph Ziggler, because he has a very fast rocker dropper, famouser, and has a submission finisher. And submission finishers seem to be the way to go, because if you go for a normal pin maneuver, there's every chances the lights are going to go out, because The Undertaker is an asshole. He is indeed. The Undertaker is super powerful, supernatural in nature for this mode. He can choke slam you, he can Hell's Gate you if he's that taker, he can turn the lights off, and he has resiliency, so he will just kick out of anything you'd like to do just for the sake of it. Anywho, so what you have to do, and this is the general consensus, you have to remove his resiliency and then win off a submission. Now, how do you get rid of the resiliency? Well, you do a signature when his head or other body part is red. Head seems to be the going rate. Now, we got using Mick Foley down to the 120s, and then Macho somehow worked out that you took less moves on the outside. I didn't think the modifier was that much of a difference, but it's about 20%, 20-25% more, some cases 30, depending on what the move is. This running DDT, by the way, is definitely the most important DDT to be aware of, because it does more damage than that neckbreaker, and it does more damage than the bulldog, of which it's so often he's just going to reverse, and you see me just doing these attempts again and again and again. So we worked out how many DDTs it was needed originally. It was the magical number of 10 on the outside. It was 13 to 14 in the ring. So work that out. Cool. Then we decided with the modifiers of certain things like steps factor into it, or the announce table. Doesn't seem to do that. Work out, can we do a combinations of DDTs and neckbreakers, because the neckbreakers are a little quicker in the animation compared to a DDT, but bear in mind this is a speed run, every second counts, like Paul Daniels used to say. And you don't know who Paul Daniels is, go get a book or Google. Anywho, time is on your side and is always against you. We were basically, to begin with, allowing the AI to counter towards the time. But as the time got less and less and less, you have to have perfect runs. Without a perfect run like this, The Undertaker decides to go all the way to the outside. It's not a perfect run. It's not. And it's very random in coordination. So for this attempt, he tries to strike me as he comes outside the ring. We do a running DDT. We can do 3 taunts on the outside before the match starts. Bang bang, bang bang, bang bang. Do 3 taunts first. As the third one hits, he's going to try and strike. We run away. Sometimes grapples. Sometimes he runs at us. Then we taunt in between and go for a second one. Taunt again. But to get this 113, I had to include neck breakers, because I wanted him to get up on his own accord. This saves time for us stomping, but the problem is he's more likely to counter, and that's where the problem is. You have to just keep going again and again until you get the functioning RNG in your favor. That doesn't count, that doesn't work, and once you get it, you can get certain runs. If even the Undertaker doesn't move, doesn't count. You're going to waste time. You need him to move instantly. You need him to do certain things before the match even starts properly. That's how crazy this is. But we're doing one, and then two DDTs, and a taunt. Neckbreaker, very close to the steps. That doesn't matter. Get a neckbreaker as he's getting up, so that's another one. So that's 4. We can do 2 neckbreakers, and then the rest are DDTs. Boom. There we go. He's staying down. And now we can just do running move, stomp, DDT. Hits the steps, doesn't really matter at all. It does mean he's less likely to pick him up. But we have to get the angle right for this as well. If he decides to be too close to the apron, he will decide to just go around the whole way. We need to stomp him in the right position, so he's in the middle. That means he comes straight forward. We then have to make sure he doesn't counter this. We then have to make sure he doesn't do the choke bomb or the Hell's Gate from here. If he kicks out in one, that probably means it's resiliency. Then we have to get close, then do the mandible claw. And if all of that hits right in the right segments, we can get into the breaking point and tap him out with a furious of button bashing. Now the time was 1:14, set by me, and then someone else matched it. This time, however, we've dropped it by another second. That extra animation of him getting up saved us a second, because we used to do 4 DDTs, then do a couple of neck breakers and the rest DDTs. By doing the neck breakers at the beginning, we shaved the extra second off. And it may be possible to do 1 minute 12 or 1:11 by pure RNG, but there's not much more time we can shave off of it without a huge, immense luck. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more WWE gaming goodness. Who should we speedrun against next? And just so you know, this was recorded while I wasn't live streaming compared to all the other attempts. The footage hasn't been doctored. Capture card can sometimes have frame skippage issues, but you can pretty much tell if it's the exact same game clip or not. And by the way, it is just for fun, so if anyone thinks I would really cheat to try and get this trophy achievement of speedrunning the fastest time, I mean, come on guys, come on. I wouldn't stake a 20-year reputation by cheating, would I? I'm not Billy from the King of Kong. No, I'm not him, not Billy Mitchell.